welcome to this video from Matched Betting Profit Diary. This is one of two introductory videos. The first one is an introduction to match betting in general. So if you're still unsure about that and you're wanting a bit of a general overview, then go ahead and watch that video. It might be more relevant to watch that one first. This video is essentially just an introduction to this channel, to Match Betting Profit Diary. So let us begin. Basically, if you're already now abreast of the match betting opportunity and what it involves, you may still not yet be convinced at this stage, I don't know, but you don't need to be to understand what this channel is about. So basically, when I got into match betting to start with, as I detailed in that previous video towards the end, if you've got the stamina, basically I've been looking for a long time for these work at home opportunities, any kind of money making opportunities that would get me out of the rat race. I've had a long held desire to be able to move around quite a lot, you know, month by month, place to place. So I've really, in order to facilitate that dream, I've needed to find something that did work and that would pay enough, but not mean that I was doing like 50, 60 hours a week. What would be the point? I'd not be able to see any of the places where I'd gone to. So I had a lot of disappointments. A lot of things didn't work. A few things did. I'm going to end up making videos about the other things that did do work. But if you are looking for them and you've just stumbled across this video, then look into audio transcription and teaching English online as a foreign language. If you stick to those two, you found the other ones that work. But nothing works like match betting works. Nothing is an opportunity like match betting is. And because I'd had so many disappointments and found so many things that were just as good as what you'd expect. So like audio transcribing and teaching English online is as good as you'd expect. It doesn't blow you away. It's not going to make you rich. It's not going to change your life. But when I came across match betting, the difference with that is that the return on time investment for one is a lot higher. So you can, on average, it kind of works out about £25 an hour if you're efficient at what you're doing for match betting. So that's fantastic, tax-free, risk-free. Repeating things from the previous video, but it's obviously bears repeating, you know, the huge factors and huge reasons as to why you should at least give it a chance. So when I found them anyway, then I did all the research, found out really that Profit Accumulator is the absolute king of match betting service providers. I knew at that point you definitely need a service provider, and I've made videos about Spot Available and service providers, so take a look at them if you so wish and want to know more about them. But I got signed up with Profit Accumulator. I didn't do the free trial because I was already convinced it rationally and intuitively made absolute sense to me that it would work, so I didn't need to prove it to myself in that manner, though you can if you need to do that. And I went into it, and all the research that I'd done, there was nothing negative. And if you do the same, you're not going to really find much negative at all that's on Google about match betting or Profit Accumulator. So I'd done all that, and I was really kind of pumped up and excited, thinking, oh, I'm going to be making this £2,000 a month. That's what they say, and you know, there's no reason for me to believe that that's not possible for me. I'd not seen anything, and so I was looking at it like, well, I'll get the sign-ups done in maybe 4 to 6 weeks. You know, the sign-up offers, I've detailed the difference. I don't want to have to sort of repeat everything in every video, but so there's your like sign-up offers. There's 45 of them. You can make £800 to £1,000 from doing them. And then after that, in the long term, you can make up to £2,000 a month from what they call reload offers, what I call incentive offers that are there on an ongoing basis. And you can make £2,000 a month tax-free and risk-free from doing that. So I was thinking in my mind, right? So when I've got the sign-up offers done, 4 to 6 weeks, then after that, I'm going to be on like £2,000 a month. That's just not true. There is ways and means as to how that is possible, and I go into that in great detail in other videos. But essentially, from the position that I was in, when I actually got into it, the reality wasn't quite as shiny as what the sales pitch would make out. There was more things you needed to know, more work you needed to do, more complicated to understand the types of offers that you need to do. The actual work itself was just more involved than what it would appear to do prior to getting into it. Now I've persevered through it and got over the like mini disappointment of it not being quite as good as what I hoped it was going to be, and now it works for me around what I can do and the amount of hours that I can put in. That now I am actually functioning in the reality of it as opposed to the fantasy of it. It's not quite as good or as easy as the fantasy, but the reality of it is still outstanding as an opportunity. So having had that experience, what I wanted to do, and then having gone on the like Profit Accumulator forums, which are excellent by the way, as I keep saying if you watched any of the other videos. But as I went on there were a lot of people who kind of became disheartened and disillusioned that it just wasn't for them. They didn't realise that it would involve this much of this or this much of that, or it'd take this long, etc. Just whatever. There were certain aspects that, depending on the person, is what drained their enthusiasm for it, and a lot. Well, not a lot of them, but some of them then, as a result, stopped doing it and cancelled the subscription and just said, no, it's not for me. And that doesn't benefit anyone. That disappointment doesn't benefit the customer, and it doesn't benefit Profit Accumulator, for example, because they'll just get that 1 month payment and then they'll lose the customer. So that prompted this video series, this YouTube channel, because I thought then, well, we can avoid the disappointment of these people by giving them the full, clear, transparent picture up front, so that literally every aspect of it, they've been introduced to it via this channel. So the reality of each aspect that you have to be involved with on an ongoing basis will be covered across the playlists on this channel, across the videos within those playlists. So it means that the potential match better can make a truly informed choice as to whether it is for them or not prior to getting into it. But as well as that, obviously then the people who do go through these videos and decide it is for them, from a business point of view for Profit Accumulator, then they're a lot more likely to stay in the long term, because the things that were putting people off, these new customers who come through this channel will be fully aware of them, and then the frustrations lose their power because you're already aware that they're going to be coming towards you to experience. So you can learn about it up front, and then mentally you're prepared for it, which is the thing that I think causes the problems when people are not prepared for it. But then they've got these expectations, their expectations are not met. It's a lot more involved and a bit more complicated than what they think, and it puts them off. So if you've gone through this channel, that'll not be the case, and then any obstacles will appear minor and you'll overcome them very easily, and it'll not be any reason whatsoever not to match bet. Because the thing I need to reaffirm is that despite the little frustrations and despite it not being quite as shiny as what it seems before you get into it, but what it is, but then the reality of it when you are in it is still outstanding. You can still make £25 an hour plus. You can make £2,000 a month for not much over 15 hours a week, and this is all tax-free money and risk-free. So it's a fantastic opportunity. I just want to make it as accessible and as long-term for as many people as possible, because I truly believe it is the solution to austerity, the antidote to austerity, as I say on the promotional video. And yes, I do apologize that I'm not a funky rabbit. You know, it was too expensive. It cost a fortune just to get him for that video. To be honest, he's a great little guy. Didn't cause me a moment's trouble. Truly humble still, despite being a fantastic drummer. Despite the fame there is now receiving, still eats carrots, still sleeps in a hutch. You won't meet a more down-to-earth rabbit. But I just could not. I mean, he can now charge a small fortune for what he does. So to be able to get him to actually do all these videos, like 20-minute long videos, might have been a bit hard to understand him as well. So I decided to pass on that. Sorry about that. But anyway, back to the crux of the video. So yeah, all these videos that are going to give the full detail of what match betting involves on a long-term basis are contained on this channel. There's about 25 core videos, which are the core curriculum, if you like, and there's various different playlists, as you will have seen, which include, so there's introduction to matched betting, introduction to Match Betting Profit Diary, which is this channel. There's match betting before you start, which are the essential ones, the practical things that you need to know prior to starting. There is then a channel devoted to Profit Accumulator and all the different services they provide and different offers and whatnot. And then there is the Match Betting Profit Diary, which is the ongoing profit log. So after these videos are all uploaded, I'll then start recording them on once or twice a week, and there'll be other uploads as well. But those will be the consistent ones where I'll review what I've done in the previous 7 days and the different types of offers that I've completed that'll explain to people and perhaps motivate them as to how you can really hit the figures that are claimed that you can hit and the types of offers that you have to do. And it'll show you how much money I'm making, and then I'll tell you everything that I'm doing, and then it'll be easy for you to see that if you were to replicate what I'm doing, it'd work in exactly the same way for you. So hopefully that'll be inspirational and motivational, and hopefully those videos will not be as scripted and they can be a bit more fun and entertaining, because you have to appreciate that this channel is all about getting the information out. There's not time or space, and it's not appropriate for it to be entertaining. It's literally just a case of this information exists, this is what it's all about, this is how it works, and I'm just conveying that to you. So it's not going to be entertaining. This channel is for people who are serious about match betting. It's for people who are serious about being able to make a bit more money each and every month, or a lot more money each and every month. It's for whoever's serious. So I'm not going to apologize for not being all jokey, entertaining, and having fancy graphics flashing up all over the place that are really irrelevant. So it's just about the information. When we get on to the ones that are the ongoing weekly ones, then we can have a bit more fun, tell some jokes, and get it to be a bit more off the cuff. But you just got to get this information out as things stand. So yeah, after you've watched this video, after you understand match betting, then take a look through the playlist and decide what video you want to watch next. There's no definite order to them. The things that will probably jump out to you is can I really make £2,000 a month? That's what jumped out to me. Support available. What's mug betting? What's the difference between an exchange and a bookie and things like that? Basically, every question that I had answered after joining, I'm answering up front. So then you can make that fully informed decision, and then you'll not become disappointed when you start it. So as I say in the promotional video, if you've not seen that, please give it a watch. Please share that far and wide, because as I say in that video, and as I keep repeating, and as I'm going to go into now on this one, is it is the antidote to austerity. There is an element of activism in this channel and what I'm doing, and why I'm enthused by match betting in general, because it's kind of come about at the same time as the fat cats in the rat race society putting the pressure on the poor more and more, these austerity measures and whatnot. But it's just so kind of a beneficial coincidence for us, the people, is that match betting has come about around about the same time as they're really clamping down. Match betting is available to anyone and everyone. You just need to be a UK resident, 18 plus, with legal residential status that you can prove, and then it's open for everyone. It works around everybody's lifestyle and circumstances. Not everyone will be able to maximise it, but everybody can do a bit that will get them at least £200 to £300 a month, even if they can only do 15 minutes a day. And £200 to £300 a month to people who are struggling to make ends meet is a huge amount of money. And obviously, the more time you have available, etc., then the more you'll be able to maximize it, the more profits you'll be able to make. So it fits for everyone. Everyone can do it, whether you'll enjoy doing it. I don't know. I've made videos about that. Match betting, is it for you? Who is it for? Take a look at that. I'll go into great detail about that. I've got a free ebook that's in the description below that goes into attitude and approach. So how best for you to prepare yourself mentally for the experience to start with on an ongoing basis. It's free, so give it a go. I think it's really important that, and it'll really help. So once you have proven it to yourself, the whole kind of mantra of the channel is to then share it, to tell people about it. I'm going to be making a video soon. I haven't yet. It's not part of the core playlist, but I'm going to make a video about the Profit Accumulator affiliate scheme. My affiliate link is in the description below. So if you do find my videos informative in any way, then please, if you are going to go to Profit Accumulator, then use the link in the description. Give it a click. I then get commission from Profit Accumulator. It doesn't cost you any more. And I'm going to make a video about how you can do it the same. I've talked about this in the previous video, but you just get a link, copy, paste it onto your social media, tell people your own experience and your success story, and then you'll get the same. You'll get a commission every time somebody clicks on your link to go to Profit Accumulator. It's another string to the bow. So why not? It's a great possibility. Profit Accumulator are a great company, but let's just share the news. Whether or not you are going to get involved with the affiliate thing, still tell people. There's so many people who are struggling to make ends meet. The discomfort, the anxiety that it causes, the effect that it has on health is disastrous. So we need to help people, not keep it to yourself. I know people that I know have said, well, don't tell anyone, and then we can get a fancy car and upgrade his house, and people will wonder how the hell we're doing it and be all impressed by us. Like, talk about ego, my God. So don't do that, please. Please share it. There's enough for everyone. It's not affected by how many people are doing it. There's nothing negative that can come from sharing it. And you can make a big impact on people's lives. I want to spread this far and wide as far as possible, even if it's not through me. It doesn't matter. As long as people are doing it, then it'll have a massive impact on this country. And this, for me, is the first channel with that aim, is to communicate information and practices and so many things across the board that are kept from us, that are not publicized, that take to do stuff to do with health. If it's scientifically proven that it does work on humans, it's 100%. It is that it works. It then takes 20 years for it to get from when they find stuff out like that with science to the point when it's in the textbooks, and then it takes another 5 to 10 years when the students are then going through the textbooks and learning this new information to then implement it. So it can take 25 to 30 years from when something becomes scientific fact to when you will hear about that and have it recommended to you from the doctor. But we're in the information age. This information is available, and a lot of the things that you can implement yourself, that you don't need somebody else, another practitioner, to do it for you. So it's things like that. I'm going to be making lots and lots of channels that's all about providing as much as possible free information, where not certainly extremely cheap, to get it to as many people as possible, because there's tons of stuff about health, holistic health, so many things that have come about as a result of the information age and the ability to share results and things and share practice, share information. There's lots of ancient information, ancient practices that are able to be increasing in popularity, coming to the surface, that works so far much better than any kind of modern inventions. So yeah, this is just the first one. So hopefully when we've got a good batch of subscribers here, then I'll start creating those channels and promoting those things as well, and really trying to create some kind of a mini revolution in consciousness, of what is out there, what's available, and across all levels holistically. So the Match Betting Profit Diary is about finances, but then there'll be stuff to do with health, to do with lifestyle, and it's not all like just sales pitch and things and diets, faddy stuff. It's based on stuff that's worked for, in some cases, thousands of years, that's just been pushed under by the big companies who want fats so that they can continue to sell a new product to you, because the other one that they've sold doesn't work. So then you replace it with a new one that's also not going to work. So it's all about tried and tested things, in the same way that match betting is tried and tested by tens of thousands of people as a money-making opportunity that's genuine and isn't a scam. So those are things to come anyway. It's just a case of making you aware of that, because this match betting is a big part of being able to be an antidote to austerity, and part of what we need to do in order to support each other, and to fight back against these fat cats who love this rat race, because they are rats. They are fat cat rats. So we want rid of them, and we want to fight back and say we don't need you, and that do what we can to help each other by spreading good news, and this is one of them, so please do that. And that's it for this introductory video. I know it's long, they all end up being, and I'll probably get a lot of comments that they're boring, over long, but they're for informational purposes, not entertainment purposes. It's only for people who are serious about making money and serious about this opportunity. So the other ones, the profit log ones, they might be a bit entertaining, but there's no guarantee. But if you have found this video informative, or any of my videos, please like, comment, share, subscribe as always. Links to all social media are in the description below, so please get involved on them. Any questions, ask them on Facebook. My link to Profit Accumulator is in the description below. Please click that link. You can go, there's got the free trial where you take up 2 offers, you make £40 and you prove to yourself that it works. Or you can go, like I did, straight to the paid subscription, which is £22.99 a month, or £150 a year, which is a considerable saving. Either way, get involved, prove it to yourself, then come back and watch all my videos about the reality of match betting. Then you'll be set. Read the free ebook that's about attitude and approach. When you've done all that, you could not be better prepared, and then you can go into it. You won't be disappointed. It's yours for the long term, and you will make hundreds to thousands of pounds of tax-free, risk-free income every month. So it's good news, and I hope you see it as good news. I hope my enthusiasm comes across as being genuine. I hope you can tell that it has worked for me, that it isn't a scam, but prove it to yourself anyway, get involved, and then spread the word. Let's get it out there. Let's make a difference, and let's fight back. Okay, thank you. Hope to see you on the next one.